Hey everyone, today we are going to install Visual Code Studio for Ubuntu operating system. One more thing I would just like to say, yes, that is possible that Microsoft has released Visual Code for Ubuntu operating system. Fine, what is Visual Code? It's just an editor. It's not Visual Studio. It's just an editor which will allow you to program Python. You can program Java, you can program HTML files, you can also program JavaScript and C, C++, even C sharp programs can be done in that. If you are expert in it, let's install Visual Code for Ubuntu operating system. For that, I'm just going to run, sorry, okay, I just need to write it down. Okay, so I'm just going to Google. Fine. After going to Google, I'm just going to type Visual Studio Code. Fine. And you can see over here, I'm just getting Visual Studio Code official website. I'm just going to click on it. Why I'm just going to official website and not providing you directly the link is because, say for example, today if any of the thing gets updated, then you can also download it from the same website if you need it, so it will be pretty much easier for you to do all these stuffs. Anyways, I'm just going to download Debian Ubuntu operating system. You can, if you are using Red Hat or Fedora, you will be the installation will be available over here. Okay, so you can see this is the type of programming that you can install it. I mean, this type of code that you can write as a program in this Visual Studio Code. So it supports C Sharp, Python, C, C++, Go, and PowerShell and whatnot to mention it. This is the type it actually you are going to look and feel with this great Visual Studio Code. So I think it's pretty much easier. Anyways, they are providing us a Debian file, so you just need to click on it and it will just get started to download it. You can see over here, one more thing, I have just downloaded this file in the beginning also because I do not wanted to wait it for it to get downloaded for 34 MBs of data. So it's just going to download 34 MBs of data to your drive. You can save it wherever you want it. One more thing, it has automatically detected my operating system is 64-bit and provided 1.8.1 version. Remember that this version gets updated every day, so if you are lucky you might be installing the greater version than actually I'm doing in this video. So I'm just showing it to you the path on how to download the Visual Code Studio, so that if you are downloading it, you may get it in a bigger versions of Visual Studio Code. So anyways, I'm just going to cancel this out because I have already downloaded it. I can show it to you. Just a second. You can see over here it's downloaded to my download folder. I'm just going to double click it. I just renamed it to my own name. Fine. And after that I'm just going to yeah, one more thing, this the version and this the production number, I guess, and it's going to install with 158 MBs of data to your hard drive. Though it has 34 MBs, after installation it requires 160 approx MBs of data to your hard drive. This is the statutory warning you must be knowing it about. And one more thing, if you want to see more about this installation, you can just call it out in this website and then can open it from Firefox. Anyways, you can see over here it's code editing and redefine. I'm just going to click it on install. Okay, so it's asking me the user privileges, that is authentications. Remember that you should be knowing the password of root or administrator. I'm just going to type the password, sudo password. So it's getting installed. Meanwhile, I'm just going to show it to you about the top extensions. These are the It provides the top extensions, this how the introduction videos, and you can watch it out if you wish it. The keyboard shortcuts and references, privacy policies and everything. I think so Visual Code Studio has been installed, so let's see Visual Code. So here we go, Visual Studio Code. You can see over here, pretty much easier, I think so. I don't know where did it came from. Maybe it's okay. So I don't know where did it came from, but it might have opened my default files that I just kept it over here. But anyway, it says this thing you can see over here. It's very much colorful and quite interesting one. You can also open the files from here. You can see saved and unsaved files from here. You can open the folder and extensions and files from here. It's pretty much easier. One more thing, you can search extensions. Say for example this extension has been updated, you can just click on update and it's going to update it by itself by communicating with the internet and working on it. Anyways, if you want to install, say for example Git, so I'm just going to type Git and it's showing me so many of the extensions that are available for Git, and you can just click it on any of the Git link and install, then it will be installed. Fine. If you want to uninstall, you can similarly uninstall the package if by mistake you have just installed it. Also one more thing, the great feature that actually I liked about this thing is, I'm just going to close this out. Okay, this thing, say for example you have 1000 line of code in this file, you just click on this thing, it will replicate it. So if you want it, so you can program it in two manners. Say for example there are 1000 lines of files, so you can type on any of the screen, you will be very much surprised. Fine. So this will be helping you out, so it will be a great deal for programming the two similar files with two different lines of code with the same. If you want to copy paste it from 500 line and want to paste it to 2000th line, then it's very much easier to do that things. You can scroll it out the two different way. It's so much pretty good, I should say, in a way. You can also show open editors and close all, and lots of features are available. You can also search it, replace it. You can also fire out the Git. So by default it will, if it's not available over here because it's new to me, but if you want your code to get it to the repository directly, you can just fire some commands from here. You can also debug certain situations from here in this folder. So that's all about today's work, and I think so you liked this extensions very much and this Visual Code very much. I think you should pretty much install all these things so as to, yeah, one more thing, it's going to detect some of the problems and I don't know about these things. But anyways, this the nice feature, I suppose. Say for example, I haven't tried it about Python. Let's see what we can find on Python. Okay, so Python for VS Code, I'm just going to install it. We can also install about PHP. So PHP, Perl, ASM, Bash code format, and IntelliSense. I'm just going to install this thing. Okay, let's say if I want to do some PHP code. I should actually save it in PHP so that it actually comes with that formatting. Okay, it's just showing me that PHP extension was not actually installed, but anyways I don't mind. so this is how it actually works. I think it's pretty much easier for you to see all these things. Thank you all a lot, but let's hope for the things you may like it or not. I don't know about this thing, but this is very much good visual code editor. I think you should use it in a flexible manner. One more thing, if it shows you certain errors while installing it, I would like to suggest you that first type this thing sudo get update, fine, because after updating it